If life feels like you're going through hell right now, if it seems like everything around you is just falling apart, then this video is for you. I'd like you to know that you are not finished and you are not alone. You see, hard times are quite more common than you might imagine. A lot of people are going through stuff, even if they don't show it. Research shows that about 70% of the world's population will go through some major traumatic or deeply distressing life event in their lifetime. About 12 million people annually contemplate suicide, even though a little fraction of that actually proceed to do it. Now, studies have also shown that about half to 2/3 of people who persevere and keep on moving through that suffering come out being stronger. Not too long ago, I saw a young teenager who came to the clinic with severe depression. He had attempted suicide, but fortunately that failed. Now, he did that because he failed a number of courses in school. Now, I was moved deeply with compassion because it brought to my mind my own days of travail with exam failure. And that was when I finished secondary school and I was transitioning into the university. I wanted to study medicine, but the JAMB examination, or what we call the University Tertiary Matriculation Examination, became a hurdle that I had and I needed to cross. I failed it the first time, second time, not actual outright failure, but I just couldn't get the cutoff mark that was required. And at some point, I began to doubt myself. I began to feel like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't smart enough. There was a lot of people saying all sorts of things about me. I mean, people who were close to me, who knew me, friends and all of that. It was a deeply distressing time for me, but I persevered. On the last attempt, I was able to secure admission into the university as the first name on the list, and I didn't fail a single exam in medical school. I actually graduated as the valedictorian, so I entered school first name on the list and I left first on the list. Now, that was on the 4th attempt at the university entrance examination that I was able to gain admission into the university to study medicine, and today I'm a doctor. If I had given up then, maybe I wouldn't be here today. You might think, why would someone take their life because of a failed examination? And I tell you that walking through hell feels and looks different for different individuals, and you're not supposed to trivialize what someone considers walking through hell. For some people, it might be a job loss. For others, it might be repeated failed examinations. For yet some others, it could be financial crisis, failed relationships, a new medical diagnosis, or even the loss of a loved one. But whatever version it is for you, I'd like you to know this, and I'd like you to hear this quote from Winston Churchill. He says, "If you are going through hell, keep going." Now, that sounds on the surface as very cold, but actually it's quite compassionate. Because you see, the fastest way to get through hell is to keep walking. And I want to add this to that statement. If you stop in hell, you end in hell. Now, giving up job hunting because you lost a job is stopping in hell. Failing to re-strategize and retry that examination again is stopping in hell. Settling for a toxic relationship because of previous heartbreaks is stopping in hell. And turning away from God because you feel that God has abandoned you is stopping in hell. But you see, every new effort that you make, every new application you put in, every new study session that you do, every new prayer, every brave new step that you take is a movement towards the exit from that hell you feel like you're walking through. And I tell you, the word itself, through, means that there is an entry point and there is also an exit point. If you keep walking, then you will reach that exit point. And sometimes it can feel as though God has abandoned you, but he hasn't. This is not punishment either. This is not a spell. Sometimes God just allows us to go through the fire because he knows that we will come out refined and yet unburned. He said in his word that when you walk through the fire, it will not consume you. Notice that he says when, not if. And so that means he knew that we will go through the fire, but he also knew that we will survive it. You see, Les Brown would say that life is lived forwards, but understood backwards. When we are going through difficult situations, it just doesn't make any sense. But after we have gone through it, we look back, we can say, so this is why God allowed me to go through this. Now I understand why God allowed this to happen to me, because I wouldn't have been or become what I am today if that didn't happen to me. For me personally, if I didn't have that delay in getting into the university, perhaps I wouldn't have met my wife, because I met my wife during my housemanship. If I had gotten admission 3 years earlier, maybe I wouldn't have met my wife today. Well, I consider being married to the right spouse probably more important than graduating from medical school 3 years earlier. Life is in seasons. One day, this season of your life will make sense. One day, the whole pieces of the puzzle will come together and it will make sense to you. So, once again, if you are going through hell, just keep going, keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting, and keep believing God. One day you will reach the exit and you will have a wonderful testimony to tell. I hope that I've encouraged someone out there today. I hope that I've given you hope and reason to keep pushing. Cheers until I see you next time. Please subscribe and share videos from this channel, and I promise to only give you edifying, inspiring, and soul-lifting content. Until I see you next time, take care. Bye.